Today, many people seek a career in content creation. Whether that be following trends on TikTok, making skits on Instagram Reels, or making longer-form video essays or video game Let's Plays on YouTube. Many people think they can make it to the top in little to no time at all with little effort. But how true is this common thought shared by many aspiring creatives? If many of these top-tier influencers say they're normal people who started making content and ended up getting to where they are now, then you should be able to as well, right? Well, let's dive in and see the history of YouTube and the many new factors that are in effect today. YouTube launched back in February 2005. 2 months later, the first video on YouTube was uploaded by one of the founders of the platform, Jawed Karim. The video was only 18 seconds long, and it didn't feature any flashy editing.
Alright, so here we are, one of the elephants.
There was no need for editing teams or a questionable and mysterious algorithm that would sort your videos with an unknown, ever-changing prejudice. As YouTube grew over time, more of the content creators we know today would begin to enter the platform. There wasn't much competition to reach people, as not everyone had a camera or a computer that could record well enough to make videos to publish on the site. In November of 2006, YouTube would be bought by Google Inc. This purchase was met with equal parts of praise and disdain. A little over a year later, YouTube launched its partner program, which allowed creators on its platform to be paid for their videos. It was revolutionary to everyone, but especially those who were already decently established, as they now had a secondary source of income. Of course, as we get closer to today, many policies changed within the partner program. For many, the year 2012 is one that lives on in infamy, as YouTube would roll out a new feature that would strike fear into even the most honest of creators: demonetization. Due to certain content at the time from various creators, advertisers started to pull away from YouTube, not wanting to be associated with certain negative content on the platform. In response, YouTube added the ability for videos to be demonetized. For those who don't know, demonetization is given to a video that violates the guidelines set by YouTube for their partner program. If a video gets demonetized, they won't have any more ads placed on the video besides any that YouTube has for itself, and any AdSense, the money earned from ads, that the creator would have earned is completely cut as a penalty. This was, and still is, a scary notion for those on the platform because they received a threat to their potential income with a list of vague specifications such as, but not limited to, saying certain swears within the first 30 seconds of a video, showing pictures and or videos of war footage, and even adult content. There was a public outcry from both influencers and users of the site, as there was no clearly defined line for what was allowed on the platform. Yet, nothing changed. YouTube held firm on their decision. This would be the start of a long line of changes that YouTube would make to its platform that would irritate the community to varying degrees. Over time, YouTube implemented many updates to its algorithm. The changes have always been secretive, as they don't want certain individuals abusing the system to get malicious content out there. They eventually gave the algorithm the ability to automatically demonetize videos. Often, creators would be hit with false flags from either the algorithm or a user trying to cause harm to the creator's channel. Many would try to reach out to YouTube only to either get ignored or get slapped with a copy and paste response. This was disheartening for many, as they felt they would never be heard. YouTube would do little things here or there to try and show they were listening, but the influencers who helped build the site felt like YouTube didn't care about them. One subject that has been pointed out by many is the treatment of advertisements. They seem to be excused from the strict guidelines that content creators have, and yet they have the biggest influence in how YouTube updates their policies. There are many examples of this abuse happening, and many people have called it out to no avail. Now you may be wondering if YouTube has a system for reporting these advertisements. Yes, there is a system, but it doesn't do much. You report an ad, it goes away for a little while, and then a few videos later, there's another variation of the same ad that still violates the guidelines for the same reasons. There's a clear discrepancy that YouTube refuses to address to protect the advertisers, but not their creators. A short while before the making of this documentary, YouTube silently rolled out a new change to its demonetization program that would shake the very idea of becoming an influencer. Back then, they were quite public about their changes, announcing them in posts or even uploading videos about them. After hearing about their latest changes, it makes sense as to why they didn't announce them to the public. The demonetization policy changed from cursing within the first 30 seconds to the first 8 seconds. They also changed it to where after those first 8 seconds, if you said a more heavy swear, you will instantly be demonetized. If you said a less heavy swear enough times, you will also be demonetized. This last factor is the scariest one, where if you get demonetized for any reason, YouTube can, at any point, ask you to give back any and all AdSense you earned from said demonetized video. For example, if you earned $500 from a video and then it got demonetized, YouTube could ask you for those $500 back, whether you have it on hand at the current time or not. The very foundation of what many people have been working on YouTube for is broken and seemingly will never get fixed. For some creatives, YouTube is a viable option to get your content out there. For content with more sensitive topics, don't expect things to go smoothly. These changes to YouTube's policies are restricting and blocking many creative and thought-provoking works by many talented individuals who want to be seen just as much as the mindless, repetitive content that's spewed out on the internet daily. With YouTube working against its creators time and time again for almost 11 years, we really must start asking if putting our effort into making content is worth it. If you ask me, I don't really know. I want to make content that will make people talk for hours about theories and meanings, but I don't know if YouTube is the platform to do it on anymore.